Alright, so here we are, and we want to automate using actions a way that we can sharpen a whole heap of photos at once. So I've got a couple of photos here that I took on my iPhone, and they're a little bit blurry. So what I'm going to do now is sharpen them, but I'm going to record an action, and an action is just really recording a series of steps in any kind of editing that I'm doing, and then you can apply those same steps on multiple images at once, or single images if you want to as well. So first thing we need to do is come up to our window menu and click on actions, and you can see this sort of little play button here. If you hover over it, it'll probably say actions as well. Okay, so I've got a whole heap in here. We'll just scroll up there. Now the first thing I'm going to do is click on this little down arrow just on the top right hand side of the actions panel there, and I'm going to click on new action. Okay, and that brings up this little dialog box here, and I'm going to call this sharpen, and we can choose what where you're going to put it, like what set I'm going to put it. I'll just put it in my default actions there. You can also create a shortcut key for it if you like, and you can also color it if you want to as well. So let's, I don't know, for this one, let's make it green just for the fun of it. Now I'm going to hit record. So now my action is starting to record. You can see I've got sharpen there. Now it's only going to record the steps that I make. So if I come up to, let's say, the filter menu and scroll down to sharpen here, I could click on unsharp mask or smart sharpen, whatever it is that you want to use. Let's say smart sharpen for this one. Okay, so here I can, let's do something that's pretty kind of out there, just so that we know it's happened. Now obviously you wouldn't sharpen an image like this because it looks really silly, but let's make it pretty obvious that something's happened to it, because we want to be able to notice it afterwards as well, just so you can tell. So that's before, that's after. I'll do it even more. Okay, there we go. So we'll know that our photo's been changed because of that. Now what I'm going to do is come up to the save menu. I'm going to scroll down to save as, and I'll just put it on my desktop, and let's say I'll just create a new folder, and I'll call it sharpened images. Click on OK, and I'm just going to keep all that the same. Hit save, and you can do whatever you want here. I'll just save it as 10. You might, if you really want to, have it full resolution, put it on 12 or 11. It doesn't make a huge difference other than increasing the file size though. The difference between 10 and 12, you see it's 1.1 meg at there. 11 is 1.6 and 2.4 meg for 12, but it really doesn't make a huge difference to the quality of the image. Okay, so now I've saved my two steps. I've sharpened it and I've saved it. Now I'm just going to click on stop recording, and now I've got my action. So I'm going to come into this image now. I've got a different image now. Let's say I want to apply this action that I created previously to this photo here. So now I'm just going to click on my sharpen action and then just click play. Okay, and you can see there, if I come up to the history palette here, that was the before shot, and that's the after shot after I've applied my action. And if I click on my desktop here, you can see I've got my sharpened images folder here. Okay, and I've got my two photos here, the ones that we did, and they look pretty dodgy, but we can tell that the action has worked and that it saved them. So that's pretty much it. I've got another image here. Let's say I wanted to do that. Just hit play, boom, and it sharpens it straight away like that. It just runs the action automatically on it. Now the good thing about what I've done here, I haven't messed up my original image, so I can actually close this now. I can close this one as well. Don't have to save it. Alright, and then if I just come back over here on the desktop and to my sharpened images, okay, you can see I've got these three images, and these three here are the ones that have been edited. It hasn't changed my original ones at all. So I've still got my original files, which is pretty cool. So that's how you can use actions very easily without, too much trouble. You can obviously create as many actions as you like, and you can create actions for doing all sorts of things. For example, I could create another action to, let's say, new action, and I could call it hue or something like that, and I could come in here and create a new hue and saturation adjustment layer, and I could mess with the color or desaturate it, whatever I wanted to do there. Okay, I could make my adjustment and then I could stop it, or I could save it again. But let's say I've just, I'm happy with that. Get another image here. Alright, so now I've got my hue adjustment. Boop, there you go. I've just converted that to black and white really quickly, and it's applied these this hue and saturation adjustment layer to the image, which is non-destructive as well. So actions are very cool and actually quite easy to use once you work out how to use them. But I hope that's helped you. So you just come up to the window menu, get your actions up. On this right drop down, create a new action or a new set even. New set's just kind of like a folder within the actions panel. And then go for it. Create all the actions that you need to automate your editing. And they work great on similar types of images too. Have a great day, and talk to you soon.